on behalf of ASB, it's our delight to present the next award to Tim Brown.
Thank you so much. This is a hugely humbling honour. Truth be told, it was a little bit touch and go, to see if I was going to be able to get back for this. We welcomed baby Oliver into the world in San Francisco a few weeks ago. And this is not to leave this room, but I had the best sleep I've ever that I've had in weeks on the plane. But my wife Lindsay is back at home with 2 kids under 2, and I like to sort of say that Allbirds, or the business that was to become Allbirds, was a bad idea for a long time before it was a good one. And if there's one person that backed it, that saw the potential in it before anyone else, it was her. And her wisdom and her support and her strength have been instrumental in that business. My mum and dad weren't going to be able to make it here tonight, but they made it, and they've snuck in without it. Without tickets and very casually dressed. Makes me proud. Look, if Mum and Dad, my brother, they pulled me back from the edge of quitting, proclaiming at various junctures, "Don't quit now, this is about to get good." Thank you for your enduring support. So much wouldn't have happened without you. I remember one particular phone call. I'd just been released by my second team in England. I was on a journey to try and find my first professional contract, and Swansea had released me. And it was January in England, and I called Dad back home from a phone box with a dwindling supply of money and dwindling faith maybe in my ability to make it. And I rang Dad and I said, "Look, this is getting tough. I don't think I can do it." And he said, "Look, if you're calling me for permission to quit, I'm not going to give it to you. We're having a barbecue here. It's beautiful and warm. and if you want to pack this in and come home, we'd love to see you. But if you don't, I think there's a journey to go on, and you should keep going. And so thanks for not letting me quit." Lindsay, my wife, couldn't make it. Mum and Dad couldn't make it. So I went to Plan B, and that was for my +1 tonight, and that's an old teammate of mine, Ben Sigmund. He's my backup plan. So he's here tonight, and like a good teammate should have in the early days, he was extremely critical of my first forays into footwear. So I spent the last sort of 7 or 8 years trying to prove him wrong. So thank you very much, Ben. He was part of a very, very special World Cup team in 2010, many of whom have become lifelong friends, and that was a very, very special journey that was the foundation, I think, of some of the business success that was to come afterwards. So I feel very, very lucky to be a part of that. And they can't all be here, but one last thank you to the New Zealand Merino farmers and New Zealand Merino and John Breckenridge. If there's a hero in this story, it's that fibre and the work those guys do. We've been a conduit to show it could, that this remarkable material could open up a whole new category of business. And the work they do is remarkable. No one's growing up maybe dreaming of being a sheep farmer anymore, and that's a little bit of a sad thing, because I think there's enormous potential in that industry, and I think it's hopefully we've shown just what you can do if you put your mind to it with that material. So well done to those guys. If there's one thought I can leave you with tonight, it's an appeal. Actually, I missed my mark here. The journey to build Allbirds into a truly sustainable carbon-neutral fashion business has brought me face to face with the broader challenge of the climate crisis we're all facing. It seems like every single week there is an even worse article articulating the perilous moment we find ourselves in, and suggesting by the time Oliver hits double digits, it might all be too late. I am so proud to see New Zealand showing leadership with their 2050 pledge. So proud. Just as I know we can and should do more. And if there's one thought I can leave you with tonight, it is an appeal to demand the businesses that you've founded, that you will found, the businesses that you lead, the businesses that you work for, the businesses that you do business with, that you give your business to, urge them to make sustainability a non-negotiable part of their strategy. Urge them to measure offset, and drive to zero their carbon impact, not just because that's the right thing to do, but because it's an enormous economic opportunity for this country. Sure in the knowledge that the businesses that do are the ones that will win in the long run, and that history will judge very carefully how we all act in the face of this climate challenge right now. Thank you for this award. It's an incredible honour. Thank you very much.